Imagine you have a really nice website, you spent all that time putting it together, people come visit your website, and then they just leave. You're not getting any kind of lead magnet attracting these customers. Let me show you how I fix this problem. So here's something you can put on your website to capture that lead. Imagine somebody comes to your website, they like it, they're going through it. It looks pretty nice. Okay, cool. I like your testimonials. Okay, nice. Prices are good. Still not totally convinced, but then right here, claim your free website today, and they're convinced, okay, magically. So they fill this out. Let's just say, put a phone number. Let's go on something that looks a little bit realistic, but it's not real. And then maybe they have a website, maybe they don't. This is not a mandatory field. They fill it out, they hit the box and say claim your, it should say offer, but they click on that. Now what should happen in the back end is an automation should trigger, and then they should receive an email. And then at the same time, that lead should get captured in your pipeline as a new lead. So then you can go in, or your sales team can go in and keep calling them over and over again until they sell that particular lead. Let me show you what the backend looks like. Coming over to our Gmail, we first see we got the email for a brand new customer, and then here's our welcome email. It even got the first name and then the comma afterwards, and you can always make this email a little bit prettier, but that's the system working. The second thing that happens is if you come over here to your sub account and then go over to opportunities and then click on opportunities up here, you'll see your pipeline. This is already built within your affiliate snapshot. So you'll have new lead, and then this new lead just showed up. And then when you call them, because their phone number is right there, and then let's say you made initial contact, now you drag this over to initial contact, and then to discovery call schedule, then you send them a quote, then you send them a contract, and then hopefully you get them to win, right? That's the goal, to move every single lead. But how do you get these leads? You have these lead magnets on your website, continuously fill your CRM with leads. Now, let me show you what automation is actually doing this in the back end. This is a workflow that just kicked off. So a form was submitted, and then a tag was added to it saying it's a new lead. And then it looked within the opportunities itself. It looked in the pipeline to say, hey, is this opportunity already here if it's found? Or is this opportunity not here? So if it's already found, it's going to update the opportunity with maybe it's an updated name, maybe the email address, maybe the phone number, whatever is different about that contact, it can update it. And then it sends them the email. If the opportunity is not within your CRM already, it'll create that opportunity, which you just saw, the card, and then it'll send them the email. Now, instead of me just giving you this workflow, we're also going to build this step by step. So even if you're not my affiliate, you can still copy me and build this workflow out. The first thing you have to do is go up to your agency view and enable that feature. So go to switch to agency view up here, and then go down to settings, and then go right here to labs. Click on that, and then you'll see all these available features that are not yet out. For example, this one says activate now, live in 17 days. So you have the ability to go ahead and test these before they even come out. Now there's two different types of labs, one for the agency itself, and then one for the sub account. Most likely you're going to be updating the ones in the sub account. So click on that, and then in the search bar, search for workflow. So this is the one, the new advanced builder for workflows. Click on activate feature, and then you can pick which sub account you want to assign that to. So I'm doing it in the affiliate agency snapshot, so this will already be included for my affiliates. You can just go ahead and import this after I'm done. Hit cancel for me. For you, go ahead and hit save. Now you have the ability to build that same workflow you saw earlier. So let's go build it together again. So go to the sub account that you just gave this feature to, which was this one right here, affiliate agency snapshot, and then click on automation here on the left, and then create new workflow. And then start from scratch. That brings you into a nice little playground over here. You can do two different things. So you can actually tell the AI agent to build this workflow for you in just common English. Just go ahead and type out exactly what the intent is, hit go, and then it'll build out a workflow. So this is a typical view of the workflow. And most of you are probably familiar. You build this workflow going all the way down, north to south. But now that new feature we just enabled, you can access it by going up here, standard builder, hit drop down, and now we're going to do the advanced builder. This is going to give us a lot more options, beta options that we can test out as well. And for those who are familiar with N8N or Make, or even the Agent Studio Builder within HighLevel, you know that these nodes are amazing. They go from left to right, and you can do all sorts of cool things. I'll show you. First things first, let's go ahead and name our title. So go up here, double click in there, edit, and we're going to call this email, the form submitter. Maybe just keep it kind of descriptive so you don't have to decipher that title later. And then we're just saying template 2, because I already have one. Just go ahead and save it as a template. Hit save, and now we're ready to begin. So let me show you around. On the left side, you have workflow comments. So maybe you're working with another developer and you want to leave comments for each other. Built all the first steps of sending emails, for example, and then you just leave that there. And then somebody else can come in behind you, take a look at notes, what you did, what you didn't do. And then the next one is sticky notes. So this is great if you want to have explainers, for example. This step is meant to send an email. And then you can leave these notes along the workflow for somebody to follow along. Next up, we have errors. So if you are debugging, you want to take a look at all of the errors in one go. That's the button right there. Next one is stats view. This is like if you sent emails, you can see how many emails were delivered, how many bounced, how many were spam, all that sort of stuff. And then you can also see, just like typical workflows, the number of people that went through this workflow and what stage they're currently waiting at. Workflow switcher, this one right here is great because it shows you all the other workflows that you had. Previously, you would have to hit back to workflow, go back to a previous page, find the other workflow, then come back in, or do what I'm doing where I have multiple screens with multiple workflows, and then I can reference 2 of them at the same time. Well, now you have one right here. So if I just click on this one, it'll bring it in and start working on this workflow. Next up is version history, time saver, lifesaver, because if you ever make a mistake, you just can't recover enough. You just need to go back to a previous version. Well, that's readily available for you. And then of course, we have our workflow AI, just like on the other one. We can ask it questions, have it build it out for us if we need. And then you just hit this X over here to make it go away. And then on the bottom, we have 2 options, selection mode. And we can drag it around, click it again for hand mode. So one would be to drag things, one would be to highlight things, and then the other one is fit to screen. If you zoomed in too much or you zoomed out too much, you can do fit to screen. These are the zoom options. And then this one right here, once we have our tree going, every time you click it, it'll auto-organize your entire workflow. So let's just jump right into it. First thing is, we start with a trigger. A trigger is something that'll kick off this workflow. And you remember we had a form on our website, and that's what our trigger is going to be. When somebody fills out that form and hits submit or claim your, that's all we had on the button, then it'll trigger this workflow. So we say form submitted, and then we can name it. I think that's a pretty good name, form submitted, and then add filters. Filters are certain criteria that have to be met. In this case, we want to say which form was submitted. So form is, and then please select forms. We had this one right here, marketing form claim offer. And I have a different video that talks about building forms in your affiliate snapshot. This is already going to be included. So when you hit drop down, it's going to be right here. You can go ahead and pick it. And the good part about this is you can select multiple forms as well. So if you had a form on each page of your website, for example, all of those would kick this off. So that's good for now. Let's hit save trigger. And now it changes and it looks like form submitted. There's that moves for me. Okay, we'll put that over there. And then the first thing is we want to add a tag to this contact. So whether it's new or old, every contact would need a tag because that's how we indicate what we want to do with a certain contact. There's no common attribute between multiple contacts. They all have different numbers, they all have different names. So when we give them a common tag, for example, the word new lead, we can now say every contact that has the word new lead as their tag, I want you to move them into this pipeline category, or I want you to delete all of them, right? You can do those sorts of things. So let's give it a tag. Hit the plus sign and then say add tag or add contact tag. That's what it is. Click on that. And then the tags themselves, you need to create these tags within your HighLevel. In this one, they already are here. So let's go ahead and pick new lead and then hit save. So now we have a tag. Somebody submits a form, they get tagged. Then what happens? Let's hit the plus sign. And we say find opportunity. And this is one of the newer ones in beta options. You'll see this is going to split into 2 options here. We'll pick most recently created opportunity, and then the field is going to be part of our pipeline. And pipeline is, and we already have a pipeline built in this, otherwise you're going to have to build one. It's our Sonic Solutions pipeline. And then hit save action. And there you go. That's our split right there. Let me zoom out just a little bit. And so now we have two options, right? Finding an opportunity. Either the opportunity is found, meaning it's on our pipeline, and then opportunity not found, meaning it's not in our pipeline. So what's going to happen in both of those scenarios? Let's figure it out. Let's hit plus sign. In the case that there is an opportunity already, we just want to update it. Update opportunity. There it is. We're going to pick the beta one. This is a new hotness. And then this option right here, allow opportunity to move any previous stage. That means like, let's say you won the lead and then for some reason they churned and they left. They can actually come back and become your new lead and maybe they're buying a different product from you. So you could keep this on to allow that lead to go back and forth. And then say add field. And then for this one, it's going to be in our pipeline. Which pipeline? We only have the one here. And then let's talk about the pipeline stage itself. So pipeline stage. And this is going to be in our new lead state. So somebody submits a form, they're in our opportunity pipeline, we're going to make them a new lead because they just filled out a form that was asking if they wanted a free website. So they're a new lead for that product. And then add field, it's going to be opportunity name. And then in that card, you remember there was a name and a phone number. That's what we're going to do right here. So the name, we don't know their name, but we have a variable, meaning whatever they plug in as their contact full name, that's what I want this AI agent to plug over here. So if they said their name is John Smith, magically John Smith is going to appear. And then I actually put a dash over there just to kind of separate the two. And then the next one, we want their phone number. So click on that tag again, phone. And now we're going to see their name and their phone number on the card under new leads in this pipeline with the reg. Okay, so that's the first one. Let's save action, zoom out a little bit, running out of space, and then let's go over here. So what if they're not here? If they're not here, we want to create one. So let's hit plus and then say create opportunity. And this one's also in beta. Let's go ahead and use that and then add field and then same concept. So pipeline, where's our pipeline? So create opportunity in our pipeline and we're going to put them in pipeline stage, new lead, because that's our first stage where we start all of our leads from and then say save action. So now it's going to create this opportunity. Now you recall, after I submitted that form, I also got an email thanking me and welcoming me as a potential new customer saying, thank you for your interest and so on. So now we send that email. So in both cases, we're going to hit this plus and we're going to say send email. And that's the one. Click on it. And now if you already have a template for an email that you decided to build, like this drop down, also comes with some templates here. So I'm going to say digital marketing services is what they were interested in. I have another video that talks about building out templates and email drip campaigns and so on, but that's the one we're going to use. If you don't have a template already, just, pause your screen and then go ahead and fill these out yourself. It's just like subject, where it's coming from, what that email looks like. And then if you have an attachment, you can even send yourself a test email just to see how it looks on your phone or your desktop to make sure everything is good, no spelling errors, that kind of stuff, and then save action. So now we have an email and look how beautiful this is. This tells me the stats of the email itself, whether it was delivered, open, click, reply, bounce. And so as we have hopefully hundreds of leads coming through here, we now have also the stats of how many people opened that email when they saw it, how many people replied to it, how many of these are fake email addresses, so they're just getting bounced. Let's do the same thing for the other one. Plus, send email, same template, and then save action. This is in beta, but you should be able to right click and then copy as well, and then paste to duplicate them. My beta is not working like that, so I just had to do this twice. And then that's it. That's our entire workflow. So go ahead and publish it to make it live and then hit save. And now this is ready to go because this form ties to the form that's on the website. And let me show you how to plug that into your website real quick as well. So go to your sub account, go to sites, and then websites, or in this case, it's a funnel, and then go ahead and edit. And then once you're in your funnel edit mode, you just scroll down to where you want to put that form. I put it over here, but you would just go to plus sign over here on the top left, add elements, and then just search for form. And then just drag this form modal right here, and then just drop it wherever that blue line is, wherever you're comfortable. And then it'll give you a little option. You click on that. And then if you have forms built already, you can hit this drop down and just pick which form you want. And then as soon as you select it, it'll show up. It'll show up right here, just like this. And then just hit save and publish your website, and then it's going to be live. And so that's just one other way to capture leads on your website. And we have tons of other options like book now, where they can book a calendar appointment. They can learn more and actually check out and buy your product immediately. Although people tend to not buy websites just like that. They want to talk to somebody. And then if they want to talk to somebody 24/7, they can call our AI agent that'll sell them on websites, as well as the AI agent itself, because that's a huge feature these days. Every business, especially local service-based businesses, need an AI agent. Too many calls are getting unanswered. So hope you enjoyed that one. Use my affiliate link, ask me for the snapshot, you'll download it, and then you'll have this up within 24 hours. And hopefully before your trial even expires, you'll start becoming profitable, because when you do use my affiliate link, we add you to our affiliate calendar. We have paid Google ads running. And when those leads come in, we shotgun them out to all of our affiliate members to hopefully get you profitable before your trial expires. So join us soon. If you want to try your hand at doing this yourself instead of just watching, you can use my HighLevel affiliate link in the description below. If you use that, you get an extended 30-day HighLevel trial, hundreds of pre-built AI agents, access to my Skool community, 40+ business and marketing courses that I've built. You'll have all of my website template that you've seen me create. I'll even hop on a live Zoom call with you twice a week to help guide you and build your business with you. You'll have a direct line to me and also a chance to join my agency and run some of these businesses that I have, as well as take on my client. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.